Hello student and welcome to my next video. Today we will learn the properties of whole numbers point 2.4. Before seeing the properties of whole numbers, let's see why do we need these properties. We use these properties to make calculation under some operations very simple. Within a fraction, we can solve a big calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So let's start with our properties. The first property we are going to see is closure property. Here there are some whole numbers. Addition is given 7 plus 8. The answer is 15, which is a whole number. 5 plus 5 10. It is also a whole number. 0 plus 15. The answer is 15. It is also a whole number. Yes, 0 we can take because the set of whole numbers starts from 0, 1, 2, 3 and on. So on. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11, which is also a whole number. 2 plus 4, 6, which is also a whole number. So, the closure property under addition says that when we add two whole numbers, the answer is also a whole number. Now, let's the same property for the multiplication. Let's check. Now in this table I have shown some multiplications of whole numbers. 7 into 8, the answer is 56, which is a whole number. 5 into 5 is equal to 25, which is also a whole number. 0 into 15 is equal to 0, which is also a whole number. 6 into 5 is 30. 2 into 4 is 8, so which is also a whole number. So whenever we multiply two whole numbers, the product obtained is always a whole number. So therefore we can conclude that whole numbers are closed under addition and under multiplication. I will repeat, which really means that if we add or multiply any whole number to the other whole number, the answer is always a whole number. This is our first property, which is closure property. Now our next property is commutativity of addition and multiplication. Let's see this with some examples. Now let's check commutative property for addition. Now here I have written 4 plus 6, which is equal to 6 plus 4. Let's see whether it is true. The equation is true or not. 4 plus 6 is 10. And 6 plus 4 is also 10, which is equal. 3 plus 2 gives the answer 5 and 2 plus 3 gives the answer 5, which is also equal. So we can conclude from this that if we add any whole number in any order, the answer is same. Means 4 plus 6 or 6 plus 4, 3 plus 2 or 2 plus 3. We add anyhow, the answer will not differ. It is always same. So, we can say that addition is commutative for whole numbers. Now, let's check for multiplication. Now, here I have written 4 into 6 and 6 into 4. Now, 4 6 are 24 and 6 4s are also 24. So the answer is same. 2 3s are 6 or 3 2s are also 6. So answer is same. So we can conclude that if we multiply whole numbers in any order, whether it is 4 into 6 or 6 into 4, the answer is always same. Okay. So we can conclude that multiplication of two whole numbers in any order will not change the product. So therefore, multiplication is commutative for whole numbers. Now let's see our next property, associativity of addition and multiplication. Now first let's do the addition. Now here I have written 2 plus 3 into bracket plus 4. And another equation I have written 2 plus 3 plus 4 into bracket. Now let's solve these equations. 2 plus 3 is 5 plus 4, which gives the answer 9. 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 7 and 2 plus 7 is 9. So the answers are equal. So we can conclude here that addition for whole numbers is associative. Now let's check the associative property for the multiplication. Now here I have written into bracket 6 into 5, bracket complete into 3. Another equation I have taken 6 out into bracket 5 into 3. Now let's solve 6 5 30 into 3, which gives the answer 19. 6 as it is into 5 3 the 15, 6 15 the 90. So even if we change the order of multiplication or the bracket, the multiplication is true for associative property. Now let's see the properties of distributivity. Now here I have taken one example 12 into 36. If we do this example regular way, that is 12 into 36, it will take a much long time. So now let's see how to solve this sum using distributivity property. Now 12 into 36 can be written as 30 plus 6. You can take any number. I have taken 36. So 12 I have written as it is. 36 can also be written as 30 plus 6. So now let's multiply 12 and 30 and 12 and 6. So here I have written 12 into 30 plus y plus, because this plus sign is given here, 12 into 6. So 12 into 30, my answer is 360, plus 12 into 6 is 72. So I got the answer 432 by this distributivity property. So see, very simple it is. Let's check with same example but expansion of 12. Now I have written the same sum 12 into 36, but I have expanded 12. 12 you can also write 10 plus 2 into 36. Now let's multiply 10 and 36 and 2. So here I have written in the next bracket 10 into 36 plus 2 into 36. It gives the answer 360 plus 72, which is equal to 432. So expanding any number, we can prove that this sum can be easily solved by the distributive property. Now let's check identity for addition and multiplication. Now let's see the identity for addition. When we add 0 to any whole number, like here I have written 7 plus 0, the answer is 7, the number itself. 5 plus 0, the answer is 5. 0 plus 15, the answer is 15. This number 0 has a very special role in addition. Whenever we add 0 to any whole number, the answer is the number itself. So we can say that 0 is called an identity for addition of whole numbers or additive identity for whole numbers. Remember this sentence, 0 is called additive identity for whole numbers. Now let's see, again 0 has a special role in multiplication too. Now let's check how it is. Now when we multiply any whole number by 0, our answer is always 0. So 7 into 0, the answer is 0. 5 into 0, 0. 0 into 15 is also 0. So the 0 has a special role in multiplication and addition of any whole number. Now whenever we multiply any whole number by 1, the answer is again itself, like 5 into 1, 5, 1 into 7, 7, 6 into 1 is equal to 6. So 1 is the multiplicative identity for whole numbers. So now, just now we have seen additive identity of whole number is 0 and multiplicative identity of whole number is 1. Just remember these 2 points very clearly. additive identity of whole number is 0 and multiplicative identity of whole number is 1. So today we have seen the properties of whole numbers, which is closure property, commutative property, associative property and distributive property. So I hope you must have understood the properties of whole numbers. We will solve exercise in our next video. Thank you.